The American Revolution, a timeline of key events. The American Revolution, a timeline of key events. Number one, that is the Stamp Act. 1765, the British government imposed a tax on all paper goods, leading to widespread protest in the colonies. The Boston Massacre, 1770, British soldiers fired into a crowd of colonies, killing 5 people. This event fueled anti-British sentiments. Boston Tea Party, 1773, colonies disguised as Native Americans dumped British tea into the Boston harbor to protest the Tea Act. Battles of Lexington and Concord, 1775, the first battles of the American Revolution, the shot around the wall marked the start of the war. Declaration of Independence, 1776. On July 4th, the colonies declared their independence from Britain. The declaration was written primarily by Thomas Jefferson. Battles of Saratoga, 1777, a major American victory that convinced France to join the war on the side of the colonies. Battle of Yorktown, 1781, the last major battle of the war. British General Cornwallis surrendered to George Washington. Treaty of Paris, 1783. The Treaty of Paris was signed, officially ending the war and recognizing the United States as an independent nation. So, guys, here is a timeline. Timelines show us when important things happen, what came before or after by looking at a timeline. So we can see the order of events. It's like a reading a story in order. So number one here is the Boston Tea Party, 1773. So here is what happened here. This is the time period. Angry colonists in British Boston protested um, against British taxes on tea. They dressed up as a Native Americans and threw a British tea into the harbor to show their disagreement with the unfair taxes. And number two, that is the Battle of Lexington and Concord, that is 1775. The first battle of the American Revolution happened in Lexington and Concord. American manu that is the shoot up against British soldiers and marking the beginning of the armed conflict for independence. Declaration of Independence, 1776. A group of leaders including Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. This document declared that the American colonies were no longer part of Britain and explained why they wanted to be independent. Surrender at Yorktown, 1781. The British Army surrendered to the American and French forces at Yorktown. This event is considered the final major battle of the American Revolution and it led to the independence of the United States. Treaty of Paris, 1783. The Treaty of Paris was signed officially, ending the war between the United States and Britain. The treaty recognized the United States as an independent nation and established the new country. So here's the important people. This is the people picture. So important people are like windows into the past. They help us learn about key individuals when we analyze this visual and we're understanding details about their lives, like their clothing or expressions, giving us a deeper connection to history. So Samuel Adams and George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Paul Revere, and Patrick Henry, and Benjamin Franklin. Key events, that is the Boston Tea Party. That is the picture, guys. If you see that, here's the Native Americans. Um, they are people. They are this powerful event can also be told with pictures. The image help us step into the past and feel the emotions of those brave individuals who might read about the colonists' determination to protest unfair taxes, and graphics show us exactly how they took action. Key idea here is a no taxation without representation. As you look at the visual, we are understanding how this idea is introduced and explained. So the picture help us see why the colonists stood up for their right to be heard. And here's a conclusion. So that is, we discussed key features like George Washington and the powerful events like the Boston Tea Party that shaped the United States, and visual from timelines to graphics were our time traveling guides, helping us see history unfold before our eyes. So, why analyzing matters? Analyzing key elements such as timelines, image of important figures, and maps is like decoding a historical puzzle. So, it helps us not just learn fact, but understand the stories, emotion, and struggles of those who came before us. These understanding makes history come alive. Yeah, that's all, guys. Thank you so much.